Alright, for today's video review, we're going to be taking a look at yet another Hexbug JunkBot, and this time around we are taking a look at Max. Max is another one from the Factory collection, so basically the Series 2 of the JunkBots. And yeah, he turns into this little gorilla insecty kind of creature here. He's alright. He's got a lot of parts that I like, but he's got some sort of weird aesthetics here. I'm not really sure what the main body module is supposed to be. Maybe just like literally some kind of motor or something like that. It's got this gear piece built in that kind of is just free turning, and then these pieces are separate ones that are attached to the outside. So yeah, I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. Some kind of motor or engine or something like that. If you recognize this, let me know in the comments, but otherwise I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. And then for one of his arms, I really like this arm piece, this little shovel like from an excavator. I think this is a great piece. It's he's kind of falling apart here. He's got this little dial that always falls off on the side here. But yeah, this is a really nice arm piece, and it has this like moving piston action in there as well. And then for his feet, he's got a little brick on the one side, which we've seen on Arion, and then a little rabbit slipper. That's really cute. I like that. So yeah, he's all right. He's got, again, he's got a lot of parts that I like, but the overall build itself is, I don't know, not super fantastic. In terms of articulation, obviously his arms can kind of hinge around and move around. He's got that piston action on this arm. He can kind of turn at the waist here. At few spots, it's supposed to be built like this, but I find it's a little bit better if it's like, built so it kind of curves down to give this section a little bit more ability to kind of hinge down and sit flatly along the ground. Again, like on the instructions, it really looks to me like it's supposed to be arched back like that, like the way I had it originally, but I think it's better when it's turned the other way. But yeah, there's what he looks like in his little instruction sheet. Yeah, that's about it for articulation. Obviously, the legs can move around. It's just usual JunkBot stuff, lots and lots of ball joints. In terms of how he works with the modules. All right, let's do the vibrating module first, because that's the least exciting one, in my opinion. All right, we're just gonna leave this off because it's one of those pieces that just does not, the peg tolerance does not stick on very well. So let's see how this works. That piece kind of, it doesn't really have like a great socket, so it tends to fall off a lot, which is a little annoying, but yeah, works okay. The one thing that it does that's kind of interesting is it sometimes makes the little gear turn just because it's, causing vibration, but it works better on the guy's little pointy legs, so it kind of just makes him noisy. It doesn't really do anything that exciting. In terms of the motor module, if you plug that one in there, just makes his gears turn and his eye spin. That's pretty cool. I like that, and definitely potentially useful in some different orientations. Subtle, but it's got enough going on that's kind of exciting. And then with the LED piece, okay, where can we plug it in? Well, we plug it into the back here. He's got a little hole right there that you can plug it into, which can be kind of annoying, but that works. I don't think, yeah, he doesn't have anywhere else in the body that you can plug it into, but this little piece, which is the same head piece as Arion, which is the one we looked at last time, that does have two holes in it for the little LED section, so you can plug it in there, just like that. So easy to, oh my gosh, stay on. Usually these gear pieces don't like really fall off, so I'm not sure what's happening there, but then we can switch it on. And yeah, that works pretty well. He's got a nice lit up eye. You can see the little pieces on his abdomen lit up, and it's the LED pieces actually like plug in easily and not super awkwardly. So I think that works pretty well. I'd say he's pretty good with the modules, like all things considered. In terms of other comparisons, here, let's get all this stuff off him and get his arm back on. Come on, man. Let's show him off with, here he is with a G1 and Core Class Transformer, a BotBot and a Pop Vinyl, and here he is with Jack Static, just so you can see what he looks like with the OG poster child of the JunkBots. So yeah, he's all right. Again, this is one of those ones where it's like he's sort of inoffensive. I don't mind the build, but he's not that exciting, and he's made up of a lot of parts that I really would like prefer to use in other places. Like, so it might be one of those cases where it's like if I get another one of him, then I might keep it in its actual orientation. But for now, this one is a scrap for me, just because I really wanted to use the arm and the little like bunny foot in other builds. In terms of other builds with this body type, I haven't come up with anything like overly exciting. Like there's this guy, little squiggly arm type guy who's got the gears at the end there, and then like if you can get it to work because the pieces are a little bit heavier, it's kind of fun to have these pieces kind of flop around and stuff like that. I don't know, it's kind of fun. It doesn't work quite as well. Again, like I wouldn't say that this is better than the original Max build. I do like the original Max better, but at least it uses a few like spare parts that wasn't I wasn't really using for anything else. So, I don't know, just an alternative build idea, but certainly nothing to write home about in terms of my MOCs. Just kind of made out of scraps for now. I'll probably come up with a better use for this piece at some other point in the future. But for now, here he is as Max. Again, not my favorite, not terrible. Like again, the build itself, I give or take. The parts that it's made out of, I really like a lot of the parts. So, definitely a good one to have regardless, to do some of my own builds that have some more exciting parts. But either way, that's going to be it for Max. If you enjoy my videos, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. I do reviews every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Without further ado, here we have Hexbug JunkBots Max.